Hopefully the finale can bring this rating up. Uaussprechlichen Kulten. What does it mean? Uaussprechlichen Kulten is a German phrase that translates to of unspeakable cults. It is also the title of the fictional book in H.P. Lovecraft's Cthulhu Mythos universe. Very interesting. I did not know that. Let's do it. The book was unoriginally called Nameless Cults by Robert E. Howard. In his 1931 Weird Tales story, The Children of the Night and the Black Stone, Lovecraft gave the book a German title to match the fictional author's German name, von Uaussprechlichen. Lovecraft asked his protege, August Derleth, to translate the title, and Derleth suggested Uaussprechlichen Kulten. This is sick. I like that bass. Septic Flesh vibes here. What the fuck? wasn't expecting that. Band kind of reminds me of Christian from Brazil as well. Fade out to end the album. I won't count that one. But the other two I will. Decent album. It's not particularly the greatest thing I've ever heard. It's decent though. It's great composition, great production. But just I have to be honest with this one, man. I don't like the fade outs. I really don't. It's very unoriginal. It's very it's just overdone, you know. But yeah, we're gonna get into this review as soon as this is over. Alright guys, let's jump into this review. it's decent. You know, it's not that bad. But it's I expected better. You know, I expected better from this. You know, this is an old album, you know, so I can understand why they did fade outs. A lot of the old bands did fade outs. But I don't know. This is a decent album. It's pretty good. The drumming is by far the best part of this album, along with the guitar riffs. The guitar riffs are really, really sick. I love the fact that they infuse Egyptian elements into their music, along with technical death metal. That is really, really cool. It's a very interesting combination. But let's jump into this review. My top 3. My favorite track on this album by far is Annihilation of the Wicked. I really, really love this track. I love the pinch harmonics. The drumming in this track is just insane. But the pinch harmonics and the kind of like sounds like someone stabbing someone with the pinch harmonics. So fucking awesome, dude. I love it. Let's listen to it again. That's so sick, dude. I love that. That is just brilliant. That's just awesome. That's a great writing style right there. Definitely my favorite. Number 2. Yeah, probably Lash to the Slave Stick. I love this one. I love the hammer-ons and the pull-offs in this one with the pinch harmonics. Really, really cool thing they did there with the solos and stuff. Just really, really awesome track. Definitely probably my second favorite. And my third favorite is gonna be probably Gizamatre. I love this track. This is great. I love the intro. It has that very, very Middle Eastern Egyptian intro. Just that folk intro. I love it. That's just brilliant. That's great. It kind of reminds me of the intro for this album here on Grace. And also in the very first track, In Your Words. But I forget the name of the first track on Wrath. One sec. Yeah, Lamb of God is definitely one of my favorite bands of all time. So there's no surprise there. The Passing, it reminds me of The Passing and Grace, kind of like, so I think that's probably my third favorite. Yeah, dude. Really, really sick album. If you guys haven't heard if you haven't heard Wrath, please get around to doing it. They even use the same color scale as Wrath in this album. Obviously, is Lamb of God influenced by Now? Could be. Who knows? Really, really cool. I like that. Album MVP, George Callias. Absolutely fucking indestructible drummer. I don't have any words for how amazing he is. Like, honestly, dude, his drumming skills they have surpassed so many drummers. And he's a fucking goat, dude. He's the fucking goat at drumming. Holy crap, what a drummer. Holy shit, every single track, the dude's foot has got to be falling off. Both of his feet got to be falling off when he did this album. When he went to the recording studio and played all these tracks, I wonder how many takes it took him to play all of it. I'm guessing one in each. Really, really sick ass drummer though. Awesome guy. FFO, what are we getting, man? What are the bands that sound like this band? So I said throughout this whole album that the number one band that I think that this band sounds like, you know, I'm gonna choose maybe 2 chat GPTs here because I looked up what do they sound like, but I'll choose the first one. I'm gonna go with Suicide Silence. Dude, the guitars on this album are just insanely similar to Suicide Silence's The Cleansing and No Time to Bleed. Both of those albums right there just really just bring out the vibes of NILE, and I'm just like, wow. I just sat here and listened to the birth of Suicide Silence guitars. Like, it's freaking awesome. It's just awesome. Definitely number one similarity for this band. Number 2, Crypta. Yes, very, very Crypta sounding band. I can see where Crypta got their influence from. Definitely from this band. It's very Egyptian. It's very melodic. I love it. And Crypta has the same kind of vibes. Number 3, probably gonna go with Def Clock, dude. His vocals remind me of Nathan Explosion's vocals in Def Clock. Very. I believe that Nathan Explosion is Corpse Grinder, correct? That's George Corpse Grinder, correct? It's Nathan Explosion. I'm pretty sure it is. But very Death Clock vibes with this whole album, and definitely gonna put them in there. Speaking of George Fist Grinder, Cannibal Corpse. Yes, Cannibal Corpse will be one of the similarities for this album. But there's just one other album. So there's one other band that I was thinking of throughout this whole listen, and that is Krisuin. From Brazil, a Brazilian death metal band with a focus of speed and brutality akin to NILE's aggressive style. Yes, Krisuin definitely sounds like this band. And I hope that we can get Krisuin on the channel maybe one of these days. Like a full album. But really cool. I like this album, it's good. But let's get into the genre. The genre of this album, this is before tech death was even a thing. So, I'm going to split it up. This album is death metal. It is 100% death metal. You can hear it in the vocals, you can hear it in the guitars, you can hear it in the drums. Everything about it is death fucking metal. Definitely death metal. Number 2, it is technical. So I'm splitting these two. I'm not going to put tech death. I can't because it's before tech death was even a thing. This is technical death metal. So it's death metal and technical. The guitar riffs, the drumming, everything about this, even the vocals are technical. And definitely get that technical approach on this album. Definitely going in there. Melodic. It's very melodic. I can't give it to Melodef. This is before Melodef even existed. So melodic. It's a very melodic album, especially with the guitars. The guitars, just they're all melodic, and they're all in scale. They're all in the same pentatonic scale, playing the same notes, like above the register and below the register. I'm sorry, I'm talking like geek talk with guitars right now, but yeah, really cool. I like this. It's so death, technical, melodic. Number 4. I'm probably gonna have to go with speed. It's very speed metal. I haven't really fully listened to speed metal stuff, but it's kind of akin to Dragon Forces. It's kind of like BPM. Yeah, definitely gonna have to give this to speed metal. And finally, I will give the last genre is going to Egyptian. So it's Egyptian. I guess we could go Egyptian metal. I don't know. What do you want to call it? Okay, we'll go with extreme. Yep, we'll go with extreme. Extreme will be the 5th one. Definitely extreme. We're going to put that there. I'm not going to make up names. I don't feel like making up names. So we'll go with extreme for our 5th. The implication. I believe that this is telling the story of Ra. Now, on the actual album cover, you see the serpents. I can't remember what god is the serpent god in Japan. I believe it's Ra. I'm pretty sure. Apep, Wajet, Nehabaku. Let me see here. God of Egypt. Apophis. Serpent god of chaos in ancient Egypt mythology. Some stories say he has origins as severed umbilical cords and the god of Ra. So Apep is an umbilical cord of Ra. So this album is kind of like telling the story of how God annihilated all the wicked humans in Egypt. God was Ra. There's a scarab here. You can see a scarab in the middle of the picture here. And then on each side is an umbilical cord of Ra, which will be Apep, or Apophis. These two snakes here, the two serpents, are in between the scarab beetle in the middle. And the scarab is a symbolization of, I believe it symbolizes reincarnation. Yep, rebirth, resurrection, transformation, growth, and protection. Yes, scarab beetle is a symbol of rebirth, so it's reincarnation. Definitely reincarnation kind of influenced album, or like basically the annihilation of the wicked to be reborn into something even worse or just something even more better. Just brings out the vibe of destroy everything and build a new kind of approach. So Ra's pissed and he's sending his serpents, or a part of him, because if he brings off his whole aura and brings off his whole person, comes down to Egypt and slays everyone. It's just going to be nothing left of the earth. So he sends a part of him to destroy the wicked, and to be reborn again. One of the famous pharaohs that did this, and his name is even in the album, Uaussprechlichen. That was what they called him. Ramses II. King Ramses II. There we go. King Ramses II was one of the pharaohs that believed in destroying to build anew. And very, very just really, really awesome, man. Really, really good album. I really like this. I hated the fade outs in it. We're going to jump into the rating. My rating for this album, there's 2 fade outs in this album, man. It's going to really hurt it. I really, really, really wish they didn't put those fade outs in there. It's actually 3, but I'm not going to count the end because the end fade out is the end of the album. But the 2 fade outs is going to hurt it, dude. I'm going to give this 8.75 out of 10. It's decent. But dude, the fade outs, just come on, man. I can't deal with the fade outs. I can't. It's just so unoriginal. And these guys can do way better than that. Other than that, it's a decent album. I like this. It gets a silver rating. It's 8.75 out of 10. The next album reaction will be a brand new band that I discovered while I was in Guam. And the name of them is called Lowen. I'm going to be checking out their album, Do Not Go to War with the Demons of... What's it called? Do Not Go to War with the Demons of Mazanderen. I believe this band is also another Middle Eastern band, but they're a symphonic Middle Eastern death metal band. Very, very interested to check this out. But yeah, I guess I'll see you guys there. Don't be a part of that 95%. Click that subscribe button, click the like button, leave a comment, and share. Because without you, this comment just stays here. Peace!